Hey, good evening, everyone. As we proceed along this wonderful journey of trying to be more emotionally intelligent, increase our EQ levels, learn more about self awareness, self management, and also how about being empathizing, I have been getting quite some queries as to how to use this, how to use that, how do we use these in our daily day-to-day life, in our career life, personal life, so on and so forth, and have been answering them on a one-on-one coaching basis as we go on. But there was one question which stood out again and again and again, which was very practical, very important, very simple one, but something that we encounter on a day-to-day basis. And I thought all the viewers of my video should get the benefit of trying to answer this one question. Alright, so what is that one all important question? See, we all have some kind of issues in our day to day life. Let's call them problems as we normally do. So, how is problem solving actually helped by our knowledge of self awareness, self management, empathy, better EQ, so on and so forth? So, what does EQ or empathy say about this whole problem solving scenario? Whatever it might be a personal issue, it might be a career issue, a work issue, an interpersonal issue, whatever it might be. Nevertheless, problems are problems, all right? So, how do we go about solving them? That was the question that came to me from in different ways, from different quarters, from different people, and let me try to answer that in this way. Now, emotional intelligence is set on the ground rules that all kinds of issues are resolved purely based on logic. Purely based on logic. When I say logic, logic is equated to data, numbers, facts, events which can be chronicled and which will stay the same no matter who is interpreting them at whatever point of time. It is a static. There is no subjective views about this logic. That's how numbers are, correct? I have 10 fingers, you have 10 fingers, there's a fact. So there are similar kinds of logic that play in emotional intelligence, based on which emotional intelligence agrees, based on which emotional intelligence actually pushes you forward to make your decisions based on this. All right. So I could think of four kinds of questions that you can use for problem solving when you have these issues. Number one, you need to be absolutely sure as to what is the root cause of the issue. Many times we get carried away with our emotions and we forget the cause and go on to blame the person and the situation, but the cause would be very, very, very different. For example, if two vehicles collided on a road, they would go on into a slanging match. All right, you never know whose fault it was, but whosoever fault it was, he normally forgets as to what he was doing. The root cause might have been him talking to somebody, him getting distracted because he was messaging on the phone, him getting distracted because he had his thought. Either way, it might be a two-wheeler, four-wheeler. He might be distracted about thinking something about work, and he was not very good at balancing his bike, and he crashed into something. So you need to actually focus and identify the root cause, which will be 1/4 of the problem solved. Fine, you have done that. Now, after having done that, you need to figure out what is the actual problem. See, the root cause is different, the problem is different. The root cause identified, you are separating the people from the problem. All right. Now we'll come to the problem and we'll say, okay, what's the problem? What is the exact problem? Is the problem so huge that you're getting distracted and you can end up in a fatal accident? I just give you an example of a road accident. All right. So is it so huge? Is it so huge? Okay, so you need to actually address is that the problem is big or small, is it good enough to be solved, or is it actually a problem that belongs to you or not belongs to you? That needs to be addressed. All right, that's the second question. This is step number 2. What is the actual problem? Step number 3. Fine, there is a problem, there is a solution. Okay, what made you think about that problem at this point of time? Getting the point? You were on the way to work, it was 8:30 in the morning, you were driving, there was not much traffic, but you kept on ruminating about the problem again and again and again, and this led to something that happened. So why did this happen? Is the problem so big? Does it concern you that you had to think about it so much again and again and again that you are you are okay to cause something, some harmful thing to yourself. Why is this happening? Does it concern you? There have to be some very primal, some hard-hitting questions answered as to why are you trying to solve this problem? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? All right. Let me assume that you have addressed that and you accept that, yeah, this problem actually belongs to me, in the sense that I am a part of the stakeholders of this issue and I need to set out to solve this problem. Okay, so now you separate everything else and you get down to the crux of solving only that one problem. Right. So when you get down to that problem, you need to have 4 steps. You need to have how many steps? 4. 4 steps of solving the problem. And each step is going to drill down, drill down, drill down, drill down into the problem further. There should be a minimum of 4 steps of drilling down to the problem. And each of these 4 steps entails asking yourself only that one question. Why is that happening? You got an answer. You ask that question to that answer. Why is that happening? Second drill down. Why is that happening? Third drill down. Why is that happening? Fourth drill down. Usually, data-wise speaking, by the time you drill down 4 times, you would have arrived at a reasonably good, a logical explanation as to what caused the issue. And behold, you found your answer. But remember, while drilling down and while you're answering yourself, or while you're answering yourself for the other 3 questions, why is this happening? Or what is the problem? And what is the root cause? You need to take care of 2 very, very, very important things. One, no subjective emotional things to cloud your mind at all. Lay bare the facts. If possible, write them down. Take somebody's help. Number 2, don't cloud your emotions based on biases. Biases like siding with somebody, being partial to somebody or some situation, or feeling sorry or compassion. Eliminate all of those things and you will have the problem, only the problem, and nothing but the problem in front of you, which will make it so much more simpler to solve it. Okay, try this out, guys. I'm not saying you have to have a road accident. Try it out for anything else. This works magic in any kind of problems that you might have. Any kind of problems that you have. What I've just given you is like golden nuggets of problem solving. Try this 4-step method, 4-question approach into anything, and trust me, you will get clarity. You will get a lot of confidence in solving problems, and more than anything, it will give you that mature understanding as to how to deal with situations as you encounter it. Is it easy? No. But can you do it? Yes. Can it become a practice? Yes. What will happen once it becomes a practice? You become a more emotionally intelligent human being with less conflict, more collaboration, and an awesome relationship status. Isn't that something? Is it worth trying it out? Yes. Please go ahead and do it, and watch out for my further videos on the same topic going ahead. Alright? Until then, this is Prashant, father to an 8-year-old creative son to inspiring parents, and husband of a very, very supportive wife, signing off on the Winning Ways window. And we will meet again next week sometime from another point of view, going ahead with our journey towards emotional intelligence. Signing off, guys. Take care. Stay safe.